All right, now back to our pro singles finals. Of all the hours, of all the matches, we started the day with our final 4 players and now down to our final 2. And what a matchup this is going to be. Logan, we know how strong mentally he's been, but Jamie Graham, the current #1 player in the world.
Jamie Graham going for his 3rd Pro Singles World Championship. And to be honest with you, I wish I had a good read on this game based on how they played in the last one. The problem is 5 rounds is all it took for Jamie Graham to win his semifinal match. Just an unprecedented feat. And so, yes, you could say, well, he only won in 5 rounds. Well, yes. I know Logan Chamberlain is battle-tested in this, right? He had to fight all the way down after being down big early in his. Jamie Graham, it was so quick. I still think there's some things to learn about Graham in this position, given that yesterday he did not play well in the doubles world championship. Out of the gate, you're going to get maybe, slick side down. This hurt him in round 1 previously.
That's right. Early he had 2 bags that were off the back of the board.
He's learned his lesson there.
Jamie collects the whole pile, so clean board here for Logan Chamberlain in round 1 for the Singles World Championship. And it's down the middle. You know, you're right, it was only 5 rounds for Jamie Graham, but if his game stays as sharp as it was in those 5 rounds, I thought we learned a lot in round 2 of that semifinal against Ethan Walker, where he left a block, rolled twice cleanly over it, and then collected all of it. I mean, it was just a clinic in round 2.
Yeah, certainly.
So if he's still executing like that, watch out.
Yeah, really, the good news if you're a Graham fan is that the doubles world championship semifinal felt like an outlier. Because even if you go back to the teams world championship where he played on this stage, him and the Carolina Coasters were able to get that win, and he was dominant in that game that he played against Matt Guy. So for him, if he plays more like that, then he'll be in good position here.
I was going to say, Logan might have an opportunity, and now goes in behind Jamie's bag.
How does Chamberlain handle it? Oh, he's got fast side. Oh, you know what? 2 for 2. He missed the fast side to start the semifinal. He's now thrown it twice here already, and he's been money. Now this is an opportunity for him to score first here in this pro singles final.
Yeah, Jamie just left that bag hanging out there. Nothing he could do about it. And Logan banks it in off of Jamie's bag. And a much better start here for Logan Chamberlain. Again, Logan out of Bryan, Texas, member of the 2022 College Cornhole National Championship team at Texas A&M. First year as a pro, able to pick up a doubles major championship. A little quiet, I would say, last year, and maybe even the last couple of years. But then, this season, he's been outstanding. Top 10 in the world, and also got his first singles major title this year.
Now, head-to-head between these two across their careers, they played 4 games. They are split 2-2 for each. The average total amount of rounds were 19.75. That is an interesting number because if a game goes 20-plus rounds, the win percentage for Logan Chamberlain is about 58%. For Graham, it's 74%. Which tells me if a game goes beyond 20 rounds, Jamie Graham is going to be heavily favored to win it. In addition to that, if it's a close game, if both players have 15 or more points, again, a 15% advantage for Jamie Graham. That sets all of this up to say the longer and the closer that this game is towards the end, I think it favors Jamie Graham to get across the finish line. So, Logan Chamberlain, I want to see big points. I want to see scores. I want to see building a lead and try to finish this game off before we get to the average of 19 rounds.
4-0 early. Jamie Graham, 6th-year pro. All the way back in 2017, I think is when he told us it was. He had a goal right away to become a professional cornhole player. Was hoping someday he could play full-time and make a living off of it. You can check that box. He is the #1 player.
based on his finish here in standings plus his win here, he's already sitting at 30 plus grand week here at the World Championship. So be a nice little payday for Graham if he's able to get across the finish line here. And even if he doesn't, still been a successful week for him.
And Jamie stays right down the middle. Logan's a little bit off to the left. And Jamie Graham on the board for the first time here in the finals.
All three, or should I say all two of Jamie Graham's singles world championships have been in this building. He made one other Final Four in which he came in third place. He lost to the eventual champion in Mark Richards back in 2022. All of which have been inside this Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. So he is not afraid of this location. He's familiar with it. That's an interesting result there. That first bag way out to the left by Graham looked like sure points. And I think Graham got a little bit lucky there. He actually made contact with the corner of this bag. Sometimes when that happens, it'll cause a bag to go way left or way right.
Now Logan's got to deal with his own bag as he does, trying to work it right to left around that bag.
Yeah, certainly. Jamie Graham doesn't have to do anything different. His normal landing spot is about right here, and he just slides it right in. Logan Chamberlain's normal landing spot, what do you know, is right there where he would normally slide. So what he has to do is, instead of throwing his normal slide shot, his landing zone has to be about here, but he has to throw a cut on every bag. That's going to end up going completely straight or almost a right to left action to stay in the center.
Jamie collects the pile. Yeah, Logan is just slightly angling his wrist to get that right to left action. He goes again and able to get around it. Boy, that is great execution after that first errant bag by Logan Chamberlain.
Yeah, certainly to bounce back. And honestly, a good recovery from both players because Jamie Graham was actually the first miss of the entire round, and then he catches the break with the miss by Chamberlain and ends up washing out here at 4-2.
A lot of Jamie Graham fans here in Rock Hill. Jamie from North Carolina, not too far from this area. "22 career ACL titles for Jamie, a 9-time major champion.
When you talk to Graham about where he stands in the all-time greatest conversation, you'll hear him say, I'm not ready for that yet. I mean, look, I still view myself as one of the best players to ever play this game, but he's like, I need more world championships before I start having that conversation.
Yes.
Certainly a win here would put him closer to that. And does Chamberlain go with an airmail here for a drag?
Hits it backside, but cannot catch a little bit of his other bag, so it's going to end up being a wash.
And you talk about the evolution of Logan Chamberlain. Look at this bag. He throws it perfectly. He does everything right. He throws an airmail. He hits it. 9 times out of 10, that bag is going to go. I'll tell you what, a year ago, Logan Chamberlain, who would lose in this World Championship, would have reacted like someone just punched him in the gut. He'd have thrown his hands up in the air. He'd have said, why? This isn't fair, right? This is a completely different player who has completely revitalized and reinvigorated his game to be much more focused on the mental side, and it is obviously paying off here. Testing.
Interesting, yeah. Lays that perfect level 1 block, gives something for Jamie to look at, and goes right around a little cutback.
See if he leaves it there or tries to clean it up now. Looks like he's going to clean it up now. He's got fast side down.
Little replacement, but is it too far off to the left? Does it make it a little bit easier for Jamie? Yeah, cuts around it again.
You don't need a ton of speed here. If you are going to go slick, you got to be a little bit careful on the speed.
Well, we have talked about this from day one, Trey, when we saw the game a few years ago start to evolve into more of a block game. That it's one thing to lay a block, It's another thing to be able to collect it. So if you're going to lay the block, you've always got to remember that at some point you're going to have to go get it. Tie game.
That block replacement there by Graham. It's right in the lane of Chamberlain, and especially an outside arm player. I was just going to say an outside arm player for a right-hander and a block in your lane on that side makes it difficult if you're going to try to roll over, and that's what Chamberlain tried to do there. Makes contact, gets kicks out to the left, and now Graham has a position and an opportunity to take the lead.
Did he help Logan out at all, Trey? Is there any chance to get that corner?
Based on what Chamberlain has approached this game with, I see no way he goes after that. Look, Chamberlain has made it crystal clear, both in the semifinals and here, he is more than happy to play a patient, conservative game rather than a rushed, aggressive game. So I just see no way that he goes after a bag like that. Now, will that change if he goes down big and it's a different game late? I don't know. But at least what we've seen so far, he's going to play conservative.
6-0 run now by Jamie. Again, first bag, a little bit left. Now he's got plenty of time to try and work this one back, but second time in a row on this side. Good bag. Ooh, that one just barely hangs on. Jamie again able to roll. This is what we saw back in the first semifinal. I know just 5 rounds, but we saw his roll bag working early.
Oh, now the good news is for Chamberlain, there's a lot on slick side here. This could be a pretty simple collect here. He's staying slow side this time. A correction from based on what he made last time. I think it was a smart one. That time he said, okay, I can throw a normal bag here. I think last time he was a little bit too antsy to get over on that fast side.
The run continues here for Jamie.
I think one of the most impressive things when you talk about this, we're now into round 10, right? So we're talking about the quantity of bags thrown. Approaching 80 bags now. To give you an idea of how good these pro players are, not a single bag of the 72 that we've seen has been off the board. Every single one has either been in the hole or on the board. 100% scoring percentage.
Jamie flips that one and goes off. Man, you have got an uncanny ability to be able to do that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my, I don't, that is probably the most egregious I've ever done.
Don't ever get into college basketball broadcasting. For the sake of every college basketball player out there. No one ever wants you calling a game when they're at the free throw line.
Jamie Graham is in the media timeout. He's gonna have a word with me. He's gonna, oh man.
Jamie flips that one in. Opportunity here for 3. And yes, down the middle for Logan Chamberlain. And he will make it a 1-point game. Snaps the 8-0 run there by Jamie. Thanks to Trey.
Yeah, that's on me, folks. I'm scared to give you any other statistics here, so.
Hey, what have I told you? Vin Scully, right? One of the all-time greatest. He didn't believe in that stuff. So you know what? If he didn't believe in it, you're okay.
It does get Chamberlain within a point here, and that's what he needed to do. He couldn't let Jamie Graham just keep running and running and running away from him. Got to keep it close because look, all respect in the world to all the competitors that have made this Final Four, and especially when we look at Logan Chamberlain in his first match, he was able to take down Gabe Clausen. Gabe Clausen is not going to be – Jamie Graham and Gabe Clausen are not the same type of player, and I just find it hard to believe that Jamie Graham could give up a 16-point swing in one direction or another.
Right. Well, Logan's got one off now, so Jamie trying to get those 3 back. He's got some work to do, though, with his bag a little bit off to the right. Logan in front. Oh, Jamie clips his in, but now speeds too deep.
Yeah, this could be an opportunity to actually tie the game now. You do have one off, but Jamie Graham's got one left and one right. If you do collect it, if you're Graham, you can get a point yourself.
He's got the angle if he wants it. He's on the right side of the box. Tries to grab it, and it is not going to go. So, indeed, that's exactly what's going to happen, Trey. A point for Logan, and we're tied.
It's actually a little bit of a surprise there. Those bags, that was on the fast side. 8-8, a race to 13 more to get to 21 for a singles world championship. Can it be the 2-time winner, or can it be the first-time winner?
Logan just laser focused, rips that one in.
Little bit left, but again, because we talked about kind of the angle in which you're throwing as a right-hander with your hand outside of the board, that lane is not difficult there if you're going to miss left on the block for Graham. So Chamberlain should feel okay, better than he felt earlier.
Jamie getting aggressive, goes over the bags and in.
Graham must not have thought he could make that roll all the way over.
See, his roll has been working pretty good though today. Chamberlain with the answer. Going for it again. Clips the backside, stays on, won't drop. And Logan Chamberlain is going to take the lead. Now Logan jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Jamie went on an 8-0 run. And now Logan answering with a 6-0 run.
That one's a picture perfect. Level 1, it's flat in front, which you're okay with.
Boy, it's still, watching Logan Chamberlain, just shocking how he has reinvented himself mentally. You know, I talked to him about it, and he said, you know, I was becoming a distraction to myself. All the wild swings and emotions. He said it was just completely destroying my game.
It's kind of what we see out of players like Jordan Power too. I've talked to Jordan Power, who's kind of renowned as probably the most fiery player out there.
Yeah.
He kind of had to temper those a little bit because
Sure.
sometimes you want to have that energy, but sometimes it can lose your focus when you're playing a game that's as mental as the game of cornhole. And now, do we see an airmail drag opportunity coming here for Jamie Graham?
He's down 2. Does he want to be aggressive? Yeah. He is aggressive, goes right at it. Can't get the drag, but gets the wash. It stays a 2-point game.
Watch this again here. Good release. Just can't get it to go. Fired up that he got it, frustrated that it didn't go.
Short left, but playable. Step out a little bit. Ooh, Logan goes in behind.
Again, we've seen Jamie Graham before actually airmail here. Oh, he's got fast side.
Yeah, he's going to try and push them up. It does. Pushes all 3 bags in.
Wow, can't argue with that, and the result it gets.
Been seeing that for 6 years. One of the all-time greats is just pushing all the bags in.
Yeah, I mean, so many people, you get the conversations, the debate, who's got the best airmail, who's got the best roll, right? There's no doubt in my mind, I think the best push player of all time has got to be Jamie Graham. I just can't think of anybody else that's been as consistent at such a high level.
And we'll have to do it again here for the collect. Gets it.
I appreciate Jamie for not giving me another jinx-up moment there after I set him up for the best push-shot player of all time and executing the push there, but that is what he's known for.
All right, Trey, remember the stat you gave earlier about rounds played and the advantage you thought that Jamie potentially would have if we got to 20-plus rounds. We are already at 15.
Yeah, certainly. When we talk about the longevity of a game and look at it, again, I'll read it again. Matches that go 20-plus rounds, Jamie Graham is winning 74% of them. Chamberlain, when his games go 20-plus rounds, he's winning 59 of them. So we're talking about a 15% advantage. Does that guarantee a win? No. But when we're talking about such minute differences in players, could that be the difference in a world championship?
Pushes the whole pile up.
This is a tough decision for Chamberlain because you want to try to knock yourself in, but you don't. Ooh.
They're both just hanging right there.
How aggressive does Jamie want to be? One option is just to slide it in like normal, but this bag is so elevated and sitting so high up, he's going to push this. He's going to try to push this off the board.
And he does! What a shot by Jamie Graham! The and one!
Bar of soap. Oh my goodness. Jamie Graham launching it off the board to take us to the media break, Jeff.
A clinic. Watch this again.
Fast side down, hard at it. Get off my board, says Jamie Graham.
We get down to the final moments here of crowning a singles world champion. Almost 5,000 players. Of course, the top 200 to 300 of the best players in the world, and now down to the final two.
And what will we see out of these two? Because it has been a heavyweight fight. This is what we expected between these two players, playing at the highest level. We have the #1 player in the world going up against the player who just won the last major of the season. You could argue these are the two hottest players in the country to get here, and so far they have delivered. How about that shot? How about that bar of soap right before the break there, Jeff, by Jamie Graham? Just incredible.
You and I were talking about during the break. I love that you recognize that he saw it right away.
He immediately saw it because
Yes.
Jamie Graham doesn't. So as you can see by Jamie Graham, he stands still when he throws, but he was lined up back in the box as Chamberlain sets up. If he can push this in, actually, he'd get 3 points, which could give him back the lead.
Oh, nice shot. Look at Logan. He just stays so focused, unfazed, and now a 2-point lead.
Going back to Graham, he always stands stationary when he throws. He used to, back in the day, have a step shot, so he could actually switch between them. It's not something that he is unfamiliar with or not comfortable with, and so when you saw him backing up, you just knew he was going to throw it. And I can't commend Logan Chamberlain enough for his ability there to come back from a break in which he had to stare at the replay of getting Barra soaped, right, for 4 minutes to be able to come back and score a couple points there on a big push.
All right, his first bag you can see way short, so he's going to have to work around it again. Well, that'll work. Pushes the ball the way up. Unfortunately, the one's a little deep, but still.
That was the riskiest shot of the entire game thus far. He pushed it out of the way, and honestly, I got to give him a 9 out of 10. I know everybody said, well, you wanted both to go in. Look, that would have been a 10 out of 10. That's as good as you can do. You did two things. One, you cleared the path and the obstruction that was in your way. And two, you got a bag in. You couldn't have done a better recovery there. In to tie the game.
And we are tied at 13. Back and forth we go.
Heading into these World Championships, this marks 100,000 total rounds played within the American Cornhole League Pro Tour. That obviously ranges over 800,000 bags thrown to lead us, and now we shape up for a race to 8 between two of the best players in the world.
Logan slowing things down a bit, collects himself. Jamie quickly throws it up a little bit short. Right in the lane side, though, of Logan. And now side by side. Always interesting to see how the players work through this.
Especially when the side-by-side is opposite lanes, right? It's not Jamie Graham's bag is on Chamberlain's lane side, and Chamberlain's bag is on Graham's lane side. We got fast side coming here, trying to collect here for Chamberlain. So missed it, but missed it in a good way because he actually displaced and bullied Graham's bag out of the way there.
Jamie trying to cut through that little slot.
Oh, slick side coming here for Chamberlain.
It's going to be a wash. They both just stop. They just kind of go on their head over on the top side of the hole.
This is not what I thought he was going to do. He goes slick side, trying to push his own. Almost looked like a genius there. I thought for sure he was going to try a roll to kind of get up and down to get a couple. What round are we in, Jeff? We're in that magic 19 that we were talking about. When games get above that round 20 and above is when, like I said, I think Jamie Graham has got that advantage.
Logan just clears them all up. Clean round for Jamie, and now Logan trying to do the same, and he does. Yeah, that was a big number, right? Wasn't it in the 70s? Yes. Winning percentage. And here we go, round 20.
Yeah, now that we're over 20, we're talking about Jamie Graham winning 74% of the time.
Well, this is a critical point, too, because at 13-13, you get to the point where if either player makes a mistake and gives up a 3 or a 5 all of a sudden, which we see from time to time, then you're in trouble. There's a lot of pressure.
Certainly. That could decide the entire world championship.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely at that point right now. Oh, now Jamie, a little short block. A little lower than a level 1. Oh, look at that. Logan goes around and sits in front of Jamie's bag.
Nearly perfect. It took away, I was going to say it took away hole control, but Graham doesn't need it, apparently.
Chamberlain, nice roll.
Chamberlain will have last bag of the round. Does he try to go airmail now that that bag moved a little bit?
Oh, short airmail could collect it. And it's too deep. He was going after it. And exactly what we were just talking about. 3s and 5s seem to rear their ugly head when you least expect it. Boy, and 16 looks like a big number right now for Jamie.
Jamie Graham is now 5 points away from his 3rd Pro Singles World Championship. Championship number 1, he defeated Adam Hissner in the finals. Championship number 2, he defeated Chris Kingsbury in the finals.
using his laser focus to guide in each and every bag.
That one, oh, that felt short.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be. Look at Logan. It looks like he's just staring down each one of his bags. And it's good. Another clean round. 3-point game.
Michael, can you watch him stepping over after my last bag?
Interesting.
Just asked him to watch Jamie.
Yeah, he asked him to watch Jamie on some type of step over during his last throw, I think is what the communication was.
Give it all you got.
There's Michael Gonzalez, our official. Boy, Jamie had to have heard that. He seemed like he was just kind of tiptoeing to the line.
Yeah. I think it wasn't necessarily a foot foul that he was looking for. I think it was more of like, I think Graham may have moved a little bit in his swing, but the officials seemed to have shake him off and say he was good.
Interesting. I was just going to say, it makes you wonder where the focus of Logan Chamberlain is at. That's 2 misses now after he's just been literally laser focused. And Jamie right down the middle.
And you can't miss again.
And one for the win. Oh my God.
Will he? You heard him say it into the mic.
Does he want to go for the and one?
He's asking the crown in a singles world championship. An and one for the win. He's saying, if I throw this bag, I hit the lip, I knock this off the board. He's going to take a timeout to look at it. Jeff, this would be the gutsiest, the most aggressive, the most spectacular, every superlative adjective that you can think of in the history of the sport. If he throws an airmail to hit this lip and knock this bag up to get 5 points and win a world championship.
He's trying to shake off the crowd. I don't think he's not comfortable doing it. Is he rethinking it at all?
Why would you step out? Why would you step out if he's going to try this, Jeff?
On the way, and oh wow, he was going for it.
And this still has to be in by Chamberlain.
And it is good. Still 4 points for Jamie Graham and just 1 point away from a world championship.
That was almost the most insane ending ever. He hits the airmail clean, so no harm, no foul. And now Graham 1 point away.
7-0 run here by Jamie. Feels like just moments ago we were tied at 13.
That's in a collectible position, but I think it can be moved a little bit. Slick side coming here for Chamberlain.
Uh-oh, Logan's off to the right. Jamie might have another opportunity here.
I'm not ready to say 4-bagger wins it, but it's getting close.
Knock it out.
Down the middle. Logan's got 2 bags left.
The good news is because this is on Slick side, I think it can be dragged with an airmail, whether or not you want to do it now or you want to wait for bag 4.
Gets 2 of them.
Sit! Sit!
And now Logan Chamberlain must go in the hole or Jamie Graham is a 3-time champion. Gotta be in.
Focus. Take your time. Just finish.
Could it be the last shot? And it's off the back of the board! Jamie Graham, for the first time in ACL history, a 3-time World Singles Champion!
Could not be more proud of Logan Chamberlain, but in the end, Jamie Graham cements himself and has now done something that nobody else has ever done in the history of the sport. And when you think of the all-time greats, you'll forever think of what Jamie Graham has been able to do.
He once told us years ago, if I practice every day, I wonder if I could become a world champion. No, but you can win 3 of them.